J Hyde.
As the first competitor, I need your energy. Continue to applaud for me! Yes! Yes! Thank you. That was delightful. I'm really excited to go first, actually, because I have a crazy announcement to make right off the bat, which is I recently found out that I am going to be a dad soon. Thank you. I have no plans on having children. That's not happening. That's crazy. But I have noticed that I'm spending a lot more time doing menial chores around the house as a way of not confronting my emotional unavailability. And that sounds like the most dad thing I can possibly do. So I've got that going for me. Because I'm at this weird age. I'm 32. I'm not old yet. I'm not young anymore. And I'm worried I'm getting boring. And so I'm trying to keep having new experiences. Small things, but new experiences. This year, for the first time, for instance, I used a bidet. It was great! It answered the age-old question that I've had since I was like 5, of, what would it feel like to have diarrhea in reverse? Yeah. I have not felt that dirty around water since that time my cousin's top came off on the water slide. And I couldn't look away because those were the first breasts I'd ever seen. Which is another crazy thing that happened this year. So it's been good so far. But not everything has been sunshine and rainbows. I'm getting older. I have to take better care of myself, and something that's been unchecked is I don't know if just judging by my beard you've been able to tell, but I suffer from pretty serious depression. And I used to just kind of not do anything with it and be sad. And I don't know how many of you have depression or know what it's like, but I think the best way to describe my depression is it's like being really high and watching a recent Adam Sandler movie. Where you're just there and you're like, I'm not enjoying this. I could do something about it. But all I can think about is lying down and eating more ice cream. But I'm working on that. And by the way, I have to say, I had to point out specifically a recent Adam Sandler movie. Because I am not too big to pretend that Billy Madison is a hilarious movie. But it's also crazy to me that we as Americans collectively spent millions of dollars to watch a 28-year-old play somebody with a serious learning disability and laughed our asses when he told a fake swan to stop looking at him. But then 9/11 happened. I didn't do it. Just saying, the first movie that came out after that was Punch Drunk Love. It changed him. Yeah. And there was the actual movie he was in that was about 9/11. It was like Wedding Singer Part 2 or something. I don't know. I just stopped paying attention. But I also do other things to take care of myself. I go to therapy. That's great. My therapist is fun. She has this way of finding really pinpoint questions that hit my pressure points. So I'll go in and I'll be like, hey, I don't know what to do. She'll be like, well, we can talk about anything you want. Like, well, I don't know really what to talk about, I guess. Well, how about we just start with this? How was your day? And I'll start bawling. That's what. Oh, I woke up again. Oh. So, cry my eyes out. It's good crying. There's pain deep inside. You gotta get it out. But it's weird. I always figured that if I were ever paying someone to make me cry, one of us would have been dressed all in leather. But it does fine for now. Yeah, but there's, I don't have too much more to talk about. There's one other thing I have to talk about that's been helping me with the depression and kind of life in general, and that is casual drug use. Just feels good, makes you feel all right. And because of that, I kind of took it to the extreme once, which is earlier this year, I did stand up at Burning Man. And my rule for that was take anything anyone gives you and see how that works out. And I was doing comedy for like small, mid-sized group, and things started to hit me all at once, and I stopped having thoughts. And every thing just turned into feelings and sounds and colors, and I probably kept talking. But then at one point, it all went black, and then there was a pinpoint hole in the blackness, and it started to spread open, and as it spread open wider and wider, it started to look like the tile in my kitchen, and it spreads open wider, wider still, and I'm holding a broom, and then wider still, and then I realize that the porn store salvia I'd consumed 5 minutes ago is starting to wear off. That I'd never been to Burning Man, and I had no idea how long I'd been talking to a broom. And so how I want to end is just to say that for most of my life, up until very recently, I have been just scared of everything, follow all the rules, no drugs, no anything, and college, law school, whatever. And this is how I turned out. And so I think the best thing that any of you can do, especially young, impressionable people, is do more drugs and don't pay attention to rules and drop out of school, because I am what you have to look forward to if you keep... And think about that when you're watching the rest of this show. But that is my time. Thank you very much. And I hope you enjoy the rest of the show.